off the commentary for our Castlevania Knockout One Night Only tournament. Third year in a row. Got an excellent selection of runners for this year. Sorry, I had some bad allergy issues this morning, so I'm going to sound a little less than I normally would. But yeah, full disclosure, it's been a minute since I've watched a CV1 speedrun. I used to watch them pretty often, but I am well aware that there have been a number of improvements on this run in the past, I don't know how many months. I know it was prior to the last Big 20. Not super sure what some of those new additions are, but I can at least like talking some of the major points of the run. Excuse me. Fortunate. Okay, and as mentioned, some of these newer runners I'm actually not familiar with, but it is really cool to see how far down the time is driven. A year ago, this was probably like a 1120x run, and now it's down to 110x. Pretty great stuff. Up first, we've got our top 4 times we're going to be showing now. So how this works with a KONOT, and I'll do my best to explain that, is that for each individual round, a number of players will be eliminated based on the timing at which they finish. So like the bottom X runners will be eliminated and the rest will move on to the next round. Gonna have it to be showcasing 4 at a time. In this case, we got our first 3 for our top 4 runners in Triskelion, Chakra, Martin. Love the name Martin Scorsese, by the way, and Agent Wyvern. It's a sub 11 run now. Nice. See that Mr. Overlay, good stuff there. Check something real quick. Unfortunately, I will have to provide more full disclosure on that. Unfortunately, I don't remember how many runners are eliminated per round, not until it gets like the last like 4 or 5 or so, in which case there's only 1 per round eliminated. But with the caliber of runners we've got today, we've got some pretty great CV1 action, and it's arguably one of the most famous speedruns on the NES console, so you'll be showing their best. Will we see a 10x today? Who knows? Yeah, good luck, everyone, indeed. Get the last 4 runners set up here. Looks like we have another one on board. Welcome, Base Shema.
Hello, everyone. How are you doing?
I am that, but looks like we've got our first round kicked off. First room's the hardest room in the game. You just walk right. Super, super difficult. Nothing else in the game matters. Kidding, of course. So the big tricks I remember from stage 1 are, of course, you got the stopwatch glitch, and I'll even reprimand myself in saying that if any of these things that I'm gonna name are no longer relevant, I have to fully apologize. This is just how much speedrunning evolves over time, especially with a game like this.
The first hurdle coming up is like the bed jump, even though that's probably super easy for all of these runners.
Yeah, I know there was a time when I knew a lot of runners who weren't able to pull off bat jump successfully. This was circa like 2016, 2017 or so. But yeah, you got the bat jump there. You have to angle yourself off the back of the bat for a damage boost, which lets you skip the entire underground portion of the first stage, which is a lot of time saved. So the stopwatch glitch. Yeah, sniffle, sniffle. That might as well just be my whole commentary. We run the glitch here. Got the bat crit from Triskelion. Good stuff there. Fortunately, Chakra did not land it.
Well, not that much time lost, though. This seems all pretty consistent still.
Oh, yeah. There'll be plenty of time to make some of that back up. At the top 4 runner, Chakra looks like... Go ahead.
Sorry, it seems like the first 2 rounds will be 2 eliminations each, Nami just said. So, you gotta bring your best game right from the start.
Yeah, so we'll go 12 down to 10, down to 8, and then down another one every round after that. So plenty of Castlevania play today. So the second stage, you've got a, I believe, 2-pixel window Medusa head boost once you get to the following floor. Oh, sorry. Skellion's coming up on that here right now. Nice
yeah,
boost.
We got some nice damage boosts that boost you upwards, so you don't actually have to walk around and go up like stairs and stuff.
This is quite the amazing damage boost speed run, intense speed run that is.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw it, so I was like, "What? You can skip all of this?"
Well, you when you take a damage boost, not only do you fly in a direction pretty far. Idea being that you turn mid-jump to make sure that it's knocking you in a direction to where you can advance as opposed to going in reverse.
Yeah,
and it gives you iframes, so you can just dodge through obstacles for free.
Yeah, as everyone here probably knows, is that like damage in this game just knocks you back and you lose control. Which, for someone playing the game for the first time, usually ends with a death in some hole. But if you know how to use it, you can use it to your advantage.
For sure. Coming up on stage 3, looks like Agent Wyvern was... Sorry, Agent Wyvern. We moved on from Shockwave, but we've got Wyvern, Martin, 2Snake, last year's winner, and Kid Charles pulling up the reins. Leading into stage 3.
Yeah, and keep in mind that there might be a little bit of like stream delay going on, so if they're a little bit off, or if they're exactly synced, that might not actually be what their times are exactly. Unfortunately, that's not something we can really solve with the technique that Twitch and so has given us so far. But we're working on it.
It's just human timing and everything. Like, yeah. Imagine trying to sync up 12 people doing the same thing all at once.
Oh yeah.
On the same frame. Like, that's just, there's nothing realistic about that.
Yeah.
Got the nice RG there from the skeleton I see for 2Snake. Did not jump forward to get the hit.
Yeah, everyone's picking the cross here.
Definitely the way to go. It's obviously boss dependent, but for the boss of stage 3, you definitely want the cross. The mummy is there's a glitch involved where you can do double damage to the mummy if you capture them in the same like sprite overlay, and then
it's super fast.
It takes double damage every frame, and it just wipes the slate clean with it.
Yeah, and of course you always gotta be very mindful of drops everywhere, because there can be random access dropping and you don't want to pick them up.
Everybody on screen had excellent mummy fights, so good stuff there. Props to Martin and 2Snake, and actually all of them did. I was going to say they left their crosses on screen, but everybody got there with that. Cross value. Okay, so moving into stage 4. This, as I remember, as far as like historically, this was one of the first tricks that I learned about in this game. I don't know the Castlevania speedrun, like I've never run it before, but I know like some of the things that go into it. What's called the mountain skip, cave skip, I think it has both names, was one of those things that when I first learned it, I was just like, okay, this is how games get broken, and I think that's really cool. Like it completely warps the game. You get to dodge most of the water platforming, which if you're playing this game for fun, like this segment's an absolute nightmare. Especially if you haven't done it before.
It's one of those tricks that actually make the game a little bit easier once you learn it.
Yeah. And it became one of those like mandated speedrun tricks very, very quickly. Like if you were gonna try and get like certain times, you basically had to do it.
But yeah, everybody's doing an amazing job. I haven't seen any screen that's like behind even like more than one mini stage or whatever they're called, or just stage, I guess.
Can't disagree. I think the only like mistake I've seen was Shocker missing the back grid, and even then, I imagine they've recovered very, very well. But they're rotated out for the moment. I'm sure we'll see them again. All right, on to the break.
It seems like Freeland has picked up an axe on accident, so
that's not gonna be good. Yeah, you really need the holy water to take care of Frank. The axe is there was a meme for this stage called Team No Axe once upon a time, where like sometimes you get a random axe drop and that just completely torpedoes the run. So can't imagine Freeland's too happy about that.
Yeah. Ooh, only one hit left. Can you do it? Oh, the clutch at the end.
The clutch. Let's go. That was, as they say, the good stuff. Zodoriak having to wait there to dodge the dagger because this is another holy water stage. So we mentioned earlier about cross being very powerful. You need the cross for the mummy fight, of course, but holy water is actually the item that breaks the game for the most part. Cross there too because the Dracula phase 1 fight, but holy water in this game, as I recall, doesn't actually do damage, but it does cause stun lock, and on bosses, when you can stun them in place for a good 2 to 3 hits from the whip, you get to just melt their life totals. We saw it on the Medusa boss in stage 2, we saw it on Frank in stage 4, and stage 5 we're gonna have Death, who is, if you're just playing the game, is arguably the hardest boss in the game, but once you've learned the fight with holy water, it just makes the fight a complete joke. You sunlock him as soon as he appears, and the fight's over because he just can't recover. Making sure you maintain enough hearts is important, of course, but these runners will be able to take care of that.
And it seems like Freeland has definitely practiced some of these backups, like the way he used the axe, especially at the beginning of the stage, definitely looked like he knew what he was doing with the axe. So he might have practiced some of the backups that you need in this tournament to survive, because it's in so many runs that the probability of like an axe dropping on your face is actually not that small.
I do know Freeland has been playing this speedrun this game for a number of years, and has participated in a number of these tournaments. So if anyone's gonna learn some backup stuff, definitely wager he would be one of them. And forget, it's so weird. Every time I see stage 5, like a lot of this stuff like intertwines with like the redundant colors and stuff. So I'm like, wait, which room are they on? But we've got Zodoriak approaching the death fight.
Yeah, probably the toughest room plus fight in the game, casually. Like
stage
having
15.
to fight all of these knights, plus Medusa heads coming from both the back and the front.
Excellent fight there from Zodoriak. Zodoriak, apologies for the pronunciation. See if Freeland is going to have a similar fight here. Approaches.
Farming up another heart here.
Yeah. Didn't spawn in time. I had to run it back. What we're going to do is with each holy water throw, there's going to be a jump and a whip, and then on the final one for the last 3 or 4 hits, you're going to just go in and just full combo him, and he's going to be dead.
Yeah,
Death gets loose.
Hard, exactly.
Death gets loose. He gets to flood the screen with size that flow in a way that's going to basically just make the room impossible to complete. But thankfully, it didn't happen. That's why that early stun lock is so important.
Oh no, he died after Death was already dead.
You hate to see it.
That's a setback there.
Unfortunate for Feldman.
Yeah. Once Death has been let loose, he's really tough to beat, especially with those size that just follow you wherever you go.
It's like he basically becomes a ghouls and ghost boss. He gets to flood the screen with nonsense that you can't deal with, and it's not good. No bueno. We'll see if Feldman will be able to recover. We got Mr. Goat also on stage 5. Stage 3. Sorry, I know it's stages, like stage by stage, so level 5. Dating queuing up for level 6. Level engine making their way through the clock tower.
Mr. Goat using the cross instead of the holy water for this fight is dangerous. Oh no, will he die? Nope, he will not die. Survives on 1 HP. Well done.
Got there. Alright, got level engine approaching the Drac fight now. I know we haven't seen the first 8 runners, but if I had to wager, this is probably going to be what determines who moves on and who doesn't. Got Feldman having a very unfortunate death fight here again. I wasn't able to retrieve the holy water, but did get the crosses, which is going to be the second best weapon, but unfortunately still took the dive.
Yeah, it's a tough fight. You almost have to hope a little bit with how the sides go across the screen, and for you to get good crosses to hit him like at least 6 times. Like,
it always seems like the sides have random movement too, so it's pretty absurd. Ooh, level engine getting cornered. Gonna finish it?
Yeah.
Cookie Monster does a lot of damage. Oh, finished it. Good job, level engine there.
Yeah, and these drag fights are crazy. Like, if you fight drag casually, it takes a long time because you're just gonna wait for him to spawn. But if you actually know what you're doing, you can get in multiple hits on his head. And additionally, you can actually do crits, which do extra damage.
Yeah, the drag fight is certainly interesting in that it's a 2-part fight that, in addition to being 2 parts, also requires 2 sets of sub-weapons. Like, the cross is more or less required for the first drag fight, even if you're not going for the 2 cycle. Top runners are always going to go for it, but not everyone can do it consistently. But still, even if you can't do the 2 cycle, you still want the cross. And after that, you basically have to switch to holy water almost immediately to make sure you can fight the Cookie Monster, because he suffers the same stun lock the other bosses do from the holy water.
Yeah, I believe the way how the crit works is that you hit the boss at the same time you take damage. Is that true?
I don't recall. My memory's failing me on a number of things. Oh, unfortunately, Mr. Goat took a death from the bird there. Had to start the room over. Assuming we're of course going to let Goat and Feldman finish that. It looks like Feldman already tapped out after that final game over to death,
like
which understandable. That was some very unfortunate luck.
Yeah, in the first round though, you might always get like lucky depending on what your opponents do. Since there are a lot of opponents, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. But it looks like Mr. Goat is the only runner left at the moment.
We've got our 10 advances. GG's to Feldman. Unfortunate about the death fight, and we'll let Mr. Goat finish up.
And I think that's
And that's a frozen screen.
No, he paused.
Oh, fair enough. I wasn't certain if if it was just ready to move on or what happened exactly, but it was like, hey, it's a tournament, anything can happen.
That exactly when you fall in the pit and you press pause. I know that feeling.
Oh man. Video games. All right, looks like it's going to move us on. Once again, GG's to Goat and Feldman. Thank you so much for participating. Going to get set up for our second round with our top 10 runners here in just a moment.
Looks like some runners have some nice times, and we got also some goals for their splits, which is always,
that's always
nice
fun to see. Yeah, goal split in a marathon feels ridiculous. And so good. So those right there are, again, not the times that the runners finished with. Those were the PBs of each individual runner going into this tournament, so which determines how they were ranked going into it. Shouldn't matter for the first round, which it really doesn't. There's no position of placement because there's no brackets.
Yeah,
nothing that really affects that.
But as you can see already in round 1, it definitely has some say in the matter, even though that will probably change across the knockout tournament. We have seen a lot of upsets in these.
Yeah, no doubt. We're waiting for next round to start. Let's
starting round 2. Everybody's getting ready.
In addition to the Kono, we've got a ton of great Castlevania action coming up after this. We've got Castlevania 2, we've got some Kumajo Densetsu, Castlevania 4, Symphony of the Night, and Bloodstains. We got being run by RGL staff members.
All the Castlevanias coming right after this.
Lots of good classics, which I think is a good way to spend this Sunday.
Yeah, Kumajo Densetsu is, I think, Castlevania 3, just the Japanese name of it. If my memory
That is correct. That is correct. Makes you wonder if he's playing it to get the FDS soundtrack to go along with it.
Oh yeah, you gotta have the nice VRC6 chip inside of the cartridge. It's so nice sounding. So for anyone who never heard of it, what Konami did was they put an extra chip inside of the game cartridge, which provides the 5 channels that the NES already has, with 2 additional pulse channels and 1 additional sawtooth channel, which enables them to do extra nice music, and you really hear it.
Yeah, it's honestly kind of striking how how much the music changes. Whether or not it improves is completely up to the listener, of course, but it's definitely it almost seems like a completely different game. The game still plays exactly the same, so that's not correct, but it's still like, to think that's the same game is just weird.
Yeah. It just opens up so much for a composer, because like in a normal NES thing, you always had to kind of like split up the channels to doing different things. Like a lot of the standard was to have like the noise channel do all the percussion stuff, like the drums and stuff, and then have the sawtooth channel do the bass. But if you have additional channels, you can just do more melodies at once. You can actually have 2 things playing at once, which you couldn't do on a normal NES music channel. And then there was, of course, like Sunsoft, who did like a completely different kind of approach of music, which you can also hear in their games, which they use the synth channel for their bass, I think, which is really, or for the percussion, I don't remember exactly, but it's a really like completely different approach of music, and I really love how like different composers had different ways on approaching the technical limitations of the hardware. It's really cool.
No doubt. Good stuff.
Alright, runners are still getting ready. I think there's been a toilet pause being called, so it's gonna be a few minutes more.
We appreciate everybody's patience. And after our Castlevania block today, we've got 2 chapters of the G&G franchise. We've got Super Ghouls and Ghosts being run by Telio, magazine runner of that game. We've got Ghouls and Ghosts for, I believe, the Genesis being run by RGL's own Cyphrin. We've got Burst Air coming back for our finale to run a game that I believe he said was one of his own homebrews called Cryohazard. That'll be really cool to see.
That will be interesting. And it will be chat controlled apparently, so you will all be able to interact with the game.
Oh lord. Getting chat involved. Nothing bad ever happens then.
Yeah. So yeah, we got the Bloodstained randomizer, which I always love to see because it's so funny how things can work out in that game, in that you can get the most OP weapon right at the beginning, or you can get absolute crap and then you're stuck kinda.
Yeah. Give me some justice, please.
They played a lot of it, so they're gonna play the hard mode randomizer.
Oof. The big task.
Yeah, and it seems like the Castlevania 2 run is gonna be a town randomizer. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but probably the towns are just switched.
Well, from what I saw from who was Two-Stake who acknowledged it is a newer randomizer. Now, I'm not super familiar with CV2 outside of like the FDS, any percent run. Like I know that run fairly well, but outside of that, yeah, it's not one I ever tried to complete on my own. But the game is already like fairly grind heavy, so just applying any number of randomizers to that is going to make it. If it makes it new and appealing, then that's fantastic. So
the first two things that always come to my mind when I hear Castlevania 2 is good music and grinding hearts.
Yeah, you're not wrong about the soundtrack. It's one of the better Castlevania soundtracks in my opinion. Bloody Tears is obviously a classic, but
yeah,
pretty much every song in that game is a slapper. Is, as they say, the good stuff. Talking about Castlevania makes me think of just random songs from the franchise. Like, here we have level 5.
Has a lot of very good music.
One of the better.
The Super Nintendo stuff is just so good.
Castlevania 4 is one of the favorite soundtracks of quite a few retro gamers out there. It's not short on just tremendous songs.
Yeah, just the intro song. Even if I think about it, it'll give me goosebumps.
Simon's theme, yeah, it's very, very good. It's iconic for sure. Like it identifies that game more than anything else about it, in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah, the Super Nintendo really brought a lot of games and just like stuff in general to the next level in such a crazy way.
Yeah, they went all in on that for sure.
It's kind of interesting since, like, as a kid, the gap between the NES and the Super NES was always so incredibly big that I couldn't believe that this actually happened. Like, it was just such a jump. But if you look at all the consoles that were never released in like America or the Europe, then like it makes a little bit more sense. Like if you look at TurboGrafx games and stuff, like there's a little bit more of a transition going on.
Yeah, no doubt about that.
Yeah, the same is true kind of for SNES and PlayStation and stuff.
Here we've got our rundown of runners, so to speak. We got 2 sub-12s in Zidoriak and Two-Snake, and from what I was seeing of Zyto's from Zyto's feed, it looks very clean.
Yeah.
not surprised to see they finished top two. Two Snake is from a winner from last year's event, finishing out the sub 12s. And we've got Trisk and Chakra. Nice to see that Chakra was able to recover from missing the back crit. Agent Wyvern, KCR Freeland. Freeland also recovering from the axe in stage 4 is great to see. And we got Martin and Level Engine and ATV. Martin was actually the third runner out of 12 in terms of like overall PB going into this. So seeing him slip down, gonna be interesting to see him they can climb back up. But again, of course, it's KONOT's. Standings don't technically matter unless your bottom X Rex is being eliminated. So
yeah, and I think like for the next few rounds, you're gonna be relatively safe if you get an 11 here.
Oh yeah, for sure. 11s will start becoming a lot more common, I think, as the event goes on.
Yeah. Later, you might have to have an 11 or hope that everyone has the first run of the night.
Because past the first few rounds, that's when the runners are going to start getting like really warmed up. And
yeah, I think the best you can do is probably get your first run out of the way early, but still don't eliminate. But yeah, this is all about consistency, these KONOTs. And of course, like, just being able to make your worst run not as worst, I guess.
Right.
And we have people reading up in Discord, so we're gonna be on the way.
Good to hear.
In just a little bit. And now, almost everyone is ready.
All right, looks like start us off. Actually, no, sorry, I got a timer start, but no actual start yet. We'll get that reset here shortly, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think we're still missing one person to ready up. And that person is writing in chat now. So we're gonna be
good to know, good to go.
Ready.
Heck yeah.
All right, here we go. 10 seconds.
Countdown begins.
And go.
Heck yeah. Get them going.
It's always a little bit of stream delay, of course. It's never when I say go.
Imagine having that power.
Man, like an RGL live event would be so much fun.
Oh, yeah. No doubt.
And here we go.
Here we go.
Classic music, classic tunes, classic gameplay.
Da 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 da. And some such.
And this game is just so feel good, especially at this time of the year. Like, it's just so, like, the atmosphere and everything is just perfect.
Yeah, it's a theme unto itself for sure. I felt like this game was retroactively made for exactly this time of year.
Yeah.
Because it's all tropes. It's all, you know, mummies and scary dogs and skeletons and Frankenstein and mummies. Yeah. I said mummies. That was the bit. The pan over there.
Ooh, it looks like.
Appreciate it, cheese.
I don't know what makes that stop clock spawn, but Satoriak did not get it when he got hit by that bat.
Huh.
So he picked up the backup, which is the axe.
Yeah, not familiar with the technical aspect of that myself. Can you? Huh.
I think so. If you get hit at the same time, you get a one-shot in.
Okay, it's just harder to set up than it would be with the stopwatch and the whip, I guess.
I hope I'm right about that. I'm not like imagining some.
It's a dream. It's an illusion.
It appears you have to. Frantic says you have to stand on a specific pixel to get the stopwatch, and apparently he probably just missed the pixel.
Pixel perfect item drops, just Castlevania things, no big deal.
Yeah.
And off we go into stage 2. Got our 3rd through 6th runners featured here. See if Kid Charles can hit this Medusa head boost. There we go. Nice job.
Yeah, and of course. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that I was gonna mention that stopwatch through here is something that wasn't always a part of the run either, to stop the presses from trying to kill you. Which getting hit by one of those things is absolutely a dead run because they one-shot you. Oh, yeah, unfortunate Agent Wyvern getting knocked back to the left in that the hit from the fireball. Chakra was not able to get the damage boost.
Waiting for the stopwatch, because it takes some time for that bat to fly across the screen and hit you. It definitely makes it worth it.
Yeah, and plus you have to throw holy water on top of the dragon statue to ensure that it's not going to interfere with your plans and all that stuff. Because when an enemy is in stun lock via holy water, their hurt box is turned off, so you actually can't take damage from them, as I recall. Ooh,
yeah,
Chakra trading that last hit of Medusa.
Yeah, he did a crit there by getting hit at the same time, I believe.
Stuff though there. We're gonna get
these monkeys, if you play the game casually, these are the worst enemies in the game.
The Fleamen, yeah, everybody hates those. I don't think I've ever met anybody who appreciates a Fleamen.
Maybe Medusa heads, but at least Medusa heads spawn wherever you are. It looks like a kid has picked up an axe on accident. Get it? I don't think he meant to.
I don't get
pick it up, or is he? Oh, he got the cross, so it's no big deal.
Nice skill there from Kid Charles. And from Agent Wyvern. Oh, Agent Wyvern missing the damage boost off the statue and taking a death. That's so heartbreaking. Oh, yeah, that's bad. that's not good. This is gonna be a test for Agent Wyvern to see if they're able to recover.
Yeah, though at this stage of the tournament, it's still very probable that someone else also takes a death at some point, even though these runners are all complete experts.
We'll see what happens. Variance is a funny thing sometimes. Nice dodges there from Wyvern. Following some Frank fights, we've got Freeland and Martin and Kid Charles moving on. Make their way through the cave. See if Wyvern's able to recover with a nice mummy fight here. Line him up and knock him down. Nice fight.
Yeah. This is still a hard trick to do. Like, this is not free, getting the stopwatch at the exact right time. Oh, there. Freeland unfortunately takes a death. I jinxed it.
How dare you?
Might be too low again, so he has to go the long route or kill himself again, which he did. Same thing for Agent Wyvern. He did not choose to take a death, but instead just take the developer intended route.
The low road, as it were.
Taking, yeah. You can see how much time is saved by going up top.
Yeah, because you actually have to play Castlevania while you're doing when you miss doing it. Have to go with the committed jumps and the clunkiness and
yeah, the fishman are a pain in the ass.
Oof, holy water didn't last in time for the Fleeman. I always love this trick though, being able to use holy water as a delayed hitbox so that the Fleeman can just bounce into it, because their movement patterns are not random. They always lurch forward at like the same number of increments per pixels and stuff. Good stuff there. Martin having a really good Frank fight there. Nice job. See if Wyvern can pull one out here. As I understand, as long as you have holy water, this fight's pretty simple. Because as soon as if you drop holy water, as soon as the music starts, like Frank really just can't move.
Martin having a bit of a rough staircase there. Takes a lot of damage, unfortunately. Might go for some backup wall meat.
Right through level 5. Supposed to say, as mentioned earlier, one of probably the hardest stage in the entire run. This is one of those stages that essentially just throws everything at you that you've learned up to this point and just tests your mettle with it.
Yeah.
Like, can we play this well? Learn. Yeah. Remember to do literally all the things you've done up to this point, and you might be okay.
I believe there's a skip here that they're all doing with the door. I'm not 100% sure on how it works though.
It must be one of those newer tricks I may not be as familiar with. Hop, skip, and jump. I always get so faked out by that platform with the too many platforms on the side. I was like, oh, we're coming up on death. It's like, no, that's just the room before that. It has exactly the same layout as the death fight, but
Martin has taken an unfortunate death, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not good. Can't remember if they'll actually be able to recover holy water from here, because right now Martin's sitting on a cross.
Yeah, he might have to use that cross for a death, which is of course always risky.
Yeah.
Looks like Level Engine has no problem fighting death with the holy water.
Huh.
Throws his last one to get rid of the heart.
Something happened that I had never noticed before. These knights that have the slow movements and the shields, crosses, they're immune to them. They just bounce back. That's a nice little flavor touch for sure. Nice death fight there from Freeland.
Oh, Spartan is in trouble. He only has one hit left, I think. these size to 4 damage if they hit you.
Yeah, they're not enjoyable. That's for sure. There's nothing good about
What a
Martin might have it.
holy crap.
Cleared out the clutter. Good finish. that was a clincher right there for sure.
Yeah.
I really appreciate how Martin took the time to
That was like
make sure those were...
counterintuitively jumped for the side. I would have not jumped and probably got hit by that bottom one.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap, that takes a lot of experience.
Martin really took the time to assess the issue and make sure it was out of the way and not have to him what happened in the last round to another runner. Good call there. All right, so we've got Zyto and Two Snake and Dating all starting the Dracula fight. No 2 cycle for Two Snake. Unfortunately, I got there. Okay. Looks like Zyto might have missed it though. So Two Snake looking to finish real strong here. Ooh, big miss there on that one. All right, Zyto's gonna move on to the Cookie Monster fight. Has 18 hearts, which would be more than enough to put away the Cookie Monster.
Yeah.
GG to Snake on the finish.
I think like Cookie Monster and Rack, like once you know the speedrun well, are not the hardest of the bosses really. As long as you keep a cool head. They're pretty hard if you play it for the first time, though. I can tell you that. Dating DV only has 1 hit left, so you gotta be careful because, like, depending on where that monster jumps, but he has still plenty of holy water, so no problem there. Well done.
It was all execution from there. Like if Cookie Monster got loose, like it was a done deal. They were gonna be able to recover, but managed to pull it off. Good stuff. The level's having not quite as simple of a time. Ooh.
Oh yeah, Dracula is
Fireballs
definitely
are
hard
so
to
silly.
do fast. It's just finishing, I mean.
Should be able to finish from here with some holy water stun lock. Au juice. Alright, and GG to Level Engine. Nice job finishing it off.
GG.
Yeah, great run to everybody. Two Snake looks like he's going for New Game Plus with stage 19.
So the times are in, and according to Discord, we have unfortunately Martin and Level Engine leaving us here.
Martin had that really unfortunate death.
Yeah, still made it within 6 seconds of the next placement, so it was close.
Yeah, for sure. And then the death fight that required maintenance because he got loose. But these things happen sometimes. Hopefully we'll see them back in the future when we run it back next year for Halloween 2023. Alright, here we have our standings. Once again, we've got 2. No, hang on. Is that for everyone? Okay, so we only got 1 sub 12, that being Two Snake. I was reading over from the one from previous. But yeah, as said, it looks like Level Engine and actually Martin just clocked it in for the top 8. So bypassing Dating TV as well as Level Engine, who will be those that are eliminated. GG's to both.
Oh, okay.
Left there.
I must have misread Discord then.
These things happen.
Huh.
It's official.
Oh, now he's saying that there's a mistake on the screen, so maybe it still changes.
Oops. Our standings here, and from here on, since we clear out the first 2 rounds, for the remaining rounds, there will be only 1 player eliminated at a time. So from here, the runners just have to make sure they don't end up in last place as opposed to last 2 places.
Yeah.
See how that pans out for them.
So it's getting a little bit easier, but also harder at the same time because, well, there's only so many people that can make a mistake if you make a mistake.
Yeah, it's really going to come down to not making any big mistakes. So a runner could probably miss back crit as long as they get like something like a reasonably fine fight otherwise, like whether they had to use axes or go the normal way, whatever you have to do.
So it looks like we were
Past
indeed
that.
right the first time in that margin and level engine.
Oh, okay,
knocked out
okay.
this
So
round.
it did get corrected. Okay. Our apologies. Sources coming from a couple different directions. We appreciate everybody sticking with us. Right-hand table looks pretty good.
Yeah, shout out
GG's again,
Tsunami in the
Martin.
background who's making all of these awesome lists and who's doing the restream with all the feeds you see on your screen.
Shout out Tsunami.
She's doing an amazing job.
Always does. So we still got our top runners doing top runner things. Chakra slipped a place from 4th to 5th, but is very much still in the running. Two Snake still pulling up at near the top. We've got Zydo and Trisk both with incredible times in sub 12:20. Two Snake really setting the bar here, though. He's I believe, the only runner so far that's had 2 11s in the first 2 rounds. So really showing that he's making sure that the other runners are going to be on his level in order to be able to compete from here. And of course, having 11s in a marathon is also like super strong in the sense that like if they're able to get that consistently, then everyone else is going to have to measure up from here.
Looks like everybody's ready, so we're gonna start up in 10 seconds, which is gonna be like 15 seconds from now. On your screens.
There we have it.
And here we go.
Insert Joker gif. Alright, and off we go. Stage 1, room 1, again, hardest stage in the game. All you have to do is go right, but of course that's incredibly difficult to do because no other video game ever teaches you to go right. I guess the first thing to be predisposed of is to see who's able to... how many of our runners are going to be able to get the stopwatch so early and be able to maintain it up until stage 2.
Yeah.
Nice screen clear there. I always love seeing that.
Let's look at the pixel that they're gonna
That's meaningless.
go for. You only have so much time to get it right. It's kind of like really under pressure getting that 1 pixel.
It looks like our top 4 managed to get it, so that's good. Good on them.
Frisk Lion has a little bit of problem with the bat boost.
Ooh. They're gonna take the bottom route? Oh.
Yeah,
Oh, the brutality. Say it ain't so. This is gonna be a chunk of time. Knocked off for sure.
Yeah, at some point you gotta make the executive decision just to take the time loss and not try for any more boosts.
Ooh, Two Snake missed the back rate and took an additional hit. That's interesting. Zydo, however, was able to clutch out the crit itself and managed to have a very, very good fight. Kid Charl also missed the crit, but managed to have a good fight nonetheless. Two Snakes a little bit behind those two, but should still be in there. Trisk manages to pull it up. He's actually not too far behind Two Snake after, even though he had to go the downstairs route, and Two Snake missed the crit. So
very good fight there. So he makes up some seconds.
Yeah, for sure. Stage 2 looks like we're all be looking for, of course, the bat boost, not the bat boost, sorry, Medusa head boost, and of course making sure that the presses get stopped and you don't have to see the newspaper gun. I'm kidding. You have to get one shot at by a press that might otherwise ruin your run. Up goes Two Snake coming up on the Medusa head boost. I always get so scared that runners are gonna get hit by that first Medusa head because that thing comes in flailing. Yeah. Just like, yeah, we're getting you. It's like, well, you're not gonna get a good player, but it always just looks so aggressive, I guess is the term.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff going on that like it's hard to even see if you're not really familiar with it, and that like some of the jumps they do are so like planned out, and that like it determines where the enemies spawn exactly. So that's especially true for the Medusa heads.
Two Snake taking the trade on the Medusa head. The Queen Medusa head, I suppose.
Ooh. Frisk had one last hit he still had to do there, so...
And Zydo pulling one the lead here. Got stage 3 off to a very, very strong start ahead of our top 2 runners.
Yeah, and this is where it gets a lot more dangerous in the run, since like these pits and stuff.
Yeah, one bad hit or one bad damage boost can just completely torpedo the run for you. As I've seen happen in a couple of instances so far from previous rounds. Axe toss for the cross. Got the nice RNG from Bonesy there for the jump.
Ooh.
Oh, knock back to the left from Zydo. It's unfortunate. Shouldn't lose too much time from that, but we'll see if the health ends up mattering. You do have to take some damage on the mummy fight in order to make sure they get lined up properly for the fastest optimal time.
Yeah, I think you only have to take one head dose, so you should be fine.
Gotta play perfect till then. Do like the use of the cross. Costs a little bit of time, but there's a pretty good amount of safety to that. Making sure that you can like take out any incoming fireballs and things like that, because those fireballs can cause some real issues.
Yeah, Chakra, you can see on his screen, like if things go a little bit off, then like these skeletons that jump from platform to platform can be a real pain in the ass. And yeah, of course there's also the wall meat inside of the mummy boss fight that you can just take, I guess.
For sure. Nice mummy fights from Zydo and dating for sure. Chakra didn't quite get the fast double kill, but managed to recover pretty quickly. Probably only lost like half a second, maybe.
Kid.
Oh no, kid, no! Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Somehow survives the mummies there.
What?
Let's see who's gonna get the boost on top here. It looks like Agent Vervin taking the low road. I didn't see if he even attempted on a first try or if he just like goes the safety route and just says, I'm taking the bottom route, I'm not gonna take a death here. Yeah, everybody's on the scenic walk. Across the garden? I don't even know what it's supposed to be.
Looks like everybody's on Team No X here. Good to know. Good to see.
Everybody has the holy water here, so this should be no problem at all.
Yeah, Frank's not really a fight as long as you have the best weapon in the game. He just doesn't get to play. It's interesting to me how it essentially comes down to the exact same fight that you have with Death, but you do have the you have like a somewhat larger gap of time, because for one thing, Frank has an easier visual cue. As soon as you're in the room, there he is. You get on the platform, you throw the thing, and the fight's over. With Death, it's like I have to wait to see him descend, and I have to catch him before he gets in a position to start going ham.
Like if Frank gets loose, then he's still beatable with like a normal whip. But
oddly enough, with Frank, I think the actual boss there is the Fleeman, because if it gets loose, the Fleeman's the problem. Frank does the damage, but the Fleeman gets to hop around like an idiot.
Yeah, but compared to like Death, it's still
it's doable. It's night and day. It's like worlds apart in terms of like the actual overall difficulty. The missing Death can kill your run. Missing Frank is like a minor inconvenience, and you can, like you mentioned, you can recover it.
Yeah.
Back to stage 5. Game throws everything it can at you in this stage. It doesn't like you, and it wants you to turn the game off at this point.
Yeah.
But our runners are better than that.
Just understanding how the AI works of some of these enemies is pretty vital. Like the Medusa heads, the way they spawn, the knights, and how they back up. Yeah, it seems like they're scrolling the screen here a little bit by wiggling back and forth. To get that skip, but I'm still not sure about that skip exactly. It might have changed again, because I remember seeing like some more glitchy screen last tournament, but I'm not 100% sure. This game's still evolving.
Oof. Always so weird seeing that damage boost there from the statue when you're climbing the stairs. It does so much damage just ringing the thing. I think colliding into the statue does more damage than the fireballs that it throws at you.
Which it just takes a lot of hits to take out.
See what happens here for Chakra. Dating had a really good fight there with Death. Agent Wyvern cleans it up. Freeling cleans it up. Chakra managed finishes. Very good. But 5th through 8th runners all looking really strong here. Let's get back to 2 Snake as well as Triskelion in our top 2. See how they're faring. Oh, they're actually starting a bit behind a couple of other runners. Freeland got what looked like a head start on the level 6. / stage 16. Nice, easy, comfy bridges. I think this is the only example of a in this game of a boss being reused as a basic enemy, with the bat making his return.
Yeah.
And this time you can just ignore him. Hooray!
Yeah, this stage is also pretty tough, casually. These stupid birds. But everyone makes it through with minimal damage taken. There's a bit of like extra health you can pick up, which you don't have to pick up, but it's nice to have in case. And yeah, like doing these extra hit on drag is really hard, especially like going for crits and stuff.
If any of these 2 cycles pan out. Doesn't look like it. Freeland getting a really good fight here. He might be our first place finish for this round.
Yeah.
Looking real good here. Looking probably going to be a little bit over an 11. Looking like a very low 12 for the final time, but we'll see. Actually, yeah, maybe not. Let's see. Collected 11:58 looks like. So I mean, imagine that's going to put Freeland in first place.
He is
really good run.
A 12 flat on Discord.
Great stuff.
GG.
Yeah, big
Round
GG
3.
there. Triskelion, Tree Snake, and Agent Wyvern all finishing with sub 1220s. See how that fares up against the Forerunners not being featured at this time. And here we have the Zydo, Kid Charl. It's like Dating TV and Shocker also finished up, so it looks like unfortunately Zytoriak and Kid Charlemagne will most likely be those eliminated. Zytoriak just getting started on.
There's only one elimination this round.
Oh right, you're right. So Kid Charlemagne pulls it out there. Not sure what happened with Zydo during the run, but having to start stage 6 right before the 13 mark can't put you in a good spot. So unfortunate, but. Still had an excellent showing in the first 2 rounds. AIM was one of the top 4 runners going into this with 12 people, so...
Yeah, that can always happen in these tournaments. You just need one really bad run, and I mean, we all know that that can happen any run.
Yeah, someone's got to go out, right?
His stream unfortunately just went offline. Oh, there we go. Walked right back to Dracula.
Let Zydo go ahead and finish up here.
Off with the head, on with the cookie.
So hungry. I want a cookie now.
That sprite looks so silly. If you look at his face, it's just so funny.
It's absurdist humor waiting to happen. It's tremendous. I'm a big fan. And the fact that, like, of course, like, I mean, I know it's 1986, but the purely hindsight, the fact that facial expression never changes is just, it's amazing. He just always has the hanging jaw.
You don't know if he want to kill you or play with you.
Right. Like, oh, look, a toy box. GG to Zytoriak.
GG.
Unfortunate they'll be out, but good finish. Not sure where things clogged up in the middle, but heck of a finish all the same.
Yeah, sometimes when things go wrong, then everything is going wrong. It's just like sometimes just one small mistake just messes with your head, and you just like think, oh no, things are going wrong, and then more stuff goes wrong. It happens. Still very strong showing, of course. And we are at the top 7 now. The finishers in order is Freeland, Dating, Chakra, T-Snack, Agent Wyvern, Risk, and KCR.
And you were right. Freeland finishing at precisely 12 to the millisecond. stuff there. So no sub-11s this round, but Freeland had the best run he's had up to this point. We'll see if they can pull out any better ones from here, but that's still a heck of a thing, pulling ahead of the remaining runners that were in the top 4 going into this. Just
look at
super
his
strong
average.
run.
Oh no, that's Two Snake's average, I'm sorry. Two Snake has a 12 average, which is incredible.
Yeah, no doubt.
The next lower average is 12.55. Oh no, that's not ordered by average, I'm sorry.
This 12.16 is his worst run so far. He had 2.11s prior to this.
Yeah.
But going into this, it should pan out well for some of the runs from here. But like we saw with Zyto, who knows what can happen going into this one.
So yeah, ordered by average, it's Two Snake, then Chris, then Chakra, and then we get a bunch of 30s there. I believe Agent Byron, then KCR, then Dating. Yeah, it can happen in these tournaments also in the later stages that someone with the best average just KOs, so that's always possible.
Sure.
Oh yeah, Nami saying something interesting in that these times include the start cutscene, so most of the times are probably
totally fair. Yeah, probably a fair amount of sub-11s more. Like with races, so in Castlevania, it uses the classic SDA timing rules where the official timer doesn't start until you get control of your character, which the Castlevania does have an opening cutscene that takes like somewhere between 6 to 10 seconds. I forget how long exactly. So subtract that, but for a race scenario, the cue point to start is to actually press start on the title screen, which then takes you to the cutscene. But being that that's the only point at which everybody can start timer properly, what'll happen is it just starts then as soon as I'm press start. So that's when the Discord bot starts counting. Basically, like when the start hits in the Discord, and like this timer starts counting, and that's when all the runners hit the start button. So there's not really a way to remove the time unless we like automatically remove a set amount of time, which is kind of messy though. It doesn't matter really. Like, of course it matters, but like for the sake of like a knockout, it does not matter that much since it matters except where it doesn't.
The fastest.
Yeah. Matters except where it doesn't.
Yep, and we have the next round already started. It was fast.
Heck yeah. So Freeland looking at first place privilege going on here. Of course, the knockout tournaments, the first place doesn't mean anything, so betting, improving your average. But all the same, still a great run from last round. See how many. Curious how many runners are going to go for the easy stopwatch catch. We'll see about the bat coming in here. Killing it on the proper pixel to make sure
it
to get
looks
the
like
stopwatch.
Two Snake already has a stopwatch. Did he get a lucky drop?
Perhaps.
Still going for the bat.
So we get our first 4 all coming into the finale here, stage 1 with stopwatch, so looking good. Nice back crit for Freeland.
And
same for dating. Same for Two Snake and Chakra too. So yeah. Great showing there from our showcase runners here. Yeah, just totally nailed it. Just got him.
Yeah, looks like everyone got it, judging by where they are right now.
Dun 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 dun.
Ooh, I like the audio coming in from Chakra. That's some nice split stereo there.
Nice.
Here we go. No problems on the Medusa head boost. All will be able to use their stopwatch to go through the presses.
I always get weirded out about the jerky movement that manipulates the timing. Oh, got the stair glitch.
Oh,
Let's go, Chakra. Man, okay, that's actually my first time seeing that. That was hot. That was hotter than summer.
And look how much time that saves.
Yeah, that was bonkers. That's gonna pull Chakra pretty far on the lead, methinks. Wyvern and Triskelion both having good Medusa head fights there, but yeah, that's just that right there is a nice showcase of how this game has become a completely different speed run.
Yeah, it's
Good stuff.
I think still not done. It's still not fully explored.
Oh yeah, there's still more to go for sure, but like even just seeing that, I'm like, oh man.
This was probably like, from what I remember, the original runs, probably one of the less glitchy runs. But now it kind of like it's finding all of these glitches suddenly. And we have an AK joining.
Yo, what's up, Shima, chat, Elrock?
Hello.
What's up, AK?
How's it going, guys? How's the tournament been going?
It's
Pretty good.
amazing.
We got our first stage 2 stair glitch there from Chakra. That was actually my first time seeing it.
Oh wow, yeah, it's
Trippy.
I haven't really messed with it yet, but it has changed the landscape of the run, and it's a pretty exciting time to be a Castlevania runner.
Yeah, no
Seems
doubt.
to save like at least like 10 seconds or something.
I would
Yeah.
wager more than that. That looked like a 15 to 20 second time save because you're skipping like what, 2 entire rooms, just about. Like it's pretty big.
Yeah, and you know they could do it in multiple areas too, so it's not just that one. So
Oh yeah,
there's more than that time to be saved with it.
I'm sure the tweaks that are happening, like I'm sure there are runners that are just like on every single stage, just being like, okay, can I do this here? Okay, can I do this here? Like,
Oh, absolutely.
knowing
and
that stairs can do that is just like that's huge. That's a
How
that's an
exactly does
unlock.
it work?
It's yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little beyond me at this point in time. It's so new to me that I haven't learned it yet. But yeah, I do know it's very precise with movement, and you know,
Does it depend on like the screen scroll and stuff?
yeah, it's essentially what you're doing is using the screen scroll to glitch the game out, basically, and it makes you think. You make the game think you're in a different position you are, kind of, and
Right, that's the
using the
same
screen scroll.
It's the same one they did like in with the door
Yeah,
last year.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same. It's the same idea. Yeah.
But there's a number of games that have like, what's this invisible platform doing here type tricks, and it's interesting to know that Castlevania also has that as well. But also, like, unlike Cave Skip, it's something that's linear with the thing that you're supposed to be on. But to have it
Right.
actually go beyond the room was just like, oh, okay, Poochie went back to his home planet. Cool, very cool. That was crazy. I saw it happen. I was just like, oh man, this is a speed run, all right.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's crazy. It's crazy to think that like a year ago, you know, the run was completely different than it is now. You know, as far as the top runners, what they're
Yeah, I
trying to do.
remember. I remember seeing
Yeah.
like a glitched out hallway somewhere. That's not there anymore.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? It's a completely different speed run nowadays, really. If you want to go for a top time, anyways. Of course, you can still do, you know, basically what a lot of these guys are going to be trying to do here in this tournament is a race run. You know, a nice little, basically the old run now is the safe tournament run.
Keep it
So,
clean. Yeah,
yeah,
but
just keep
Shocker
it
was just
clean.
like, nah, hold my drink. I got things to do.
Chakra and Trisk Lion, they're definitely going to be going for it, I believe, at some points, no doubt about it. Especially if they both make it to the later rounds and they know they're going against each other. I think we're going to see it more prominent here.
Yeah, Two Snake having a bit of a rough Frank fight there. We managed to pull it out. Got cornered against the platform because somehow got loose. But
yeah, they're trying to get that Franken crit here. Kid Charlemagne returns over here in the corner. Let's see if they can get it. Oh, they didn't go for it, actually. They just stunlock Frankie down there in the corner. A nice easy kill. Just trying to catch up, make sure nothing crazy happens there. Because, you know, when you let Igor out and let Igor loose jumping around, it's pretty crazy in there. So,
yeah. I was commenting earlier that to me the Fleeman Igor in this case is actually the boss of that room, unlike Frank. Frank is just like big and slow and dirtily, but if Fleeman running around causing havoc, like that's not okay.
No, Fleemen are the worst enemies in Castlevanias, in my opinion.
They're pretty bad. I'm a single person that likes them. There's nothing cool about their design. There's nothing cool about their gameplay. Like, there's nothing to enjoy about them.
They're just like the design of them is just mean in that like they go behind you and then just like follow you to the end of the world.
Yeah, and then if you let them loose, they just start jumping unpredictably at times too, and you can't really tell what they're gonna do. So
yeah, they seem to be jumping at exact the wrong times to hit them.
Yeah, exactly. They know what you're doing, and they're going off of that. It seems like, anyways. Now, let's see. Stage 14 here on level 5. Level 5 here overall used to be very, very calm. And then when Two Snack started really doing work on the game, they found some things here. Two Snack and some others. And
this is where they scroll the screen, right?
Yes. If you keep an eye on Chakra, which I don't know, Chakra maybe not going for it this time, a little low on health.
Dating just did it. He just wiggled around a bit.
Oh, he did. He's up there at the top. It's hard to tell. It all looks the same if you're looking at these 4 screens. They're like, okay, so who's screen scrolling, who's not?
There's a lot of redundancy in this game. We were watching a race of it for sure. Color palettes and such.
Yeah, I did see that Freeland had a 12 last round. Has anybody had a sub 12 yet here?
First round. Two Snake's first 2 rounds were both sub 12.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Do keep in mind, as Nolly mentioned earlier, the times that are shown on the lists are not exact times because they time the opening cutscene to go with it. They time on press start as opposed to like our
right. So we gotta add about 9 seconds on. Yeah.
I figured it was somewhere between 6 and 10. So yeah, I believe Freeland was the only 12 last round, but I think there was like a 12:06, which would be like an 11:57 as well. But yeah, both the Two Snakes top 2 times were 11:50s, and we were just like, yeah, this is basically going to set the bar for how the rest of the tournament's going to go if he's performing this well, this consistently. He managed a 12:16 last round, which is still an excellent time, but still Two Snakes' worst time thus far.
There were like 3 11s in the first round, I believe.
I thought there were just 2, but you might be right. The fireball chase. Freeland better run along. Freeland just had an excellent round 3. Like, just super clean, super solid, had an excellent Drac fight. Like, it was all just really, really good.
Which is good for Freeland. I mean, he had some unfortunate events happen last year in the tournament, so he got out in the early round, so he's doing, he's making up for it here this year.
Difference a year makes.
Yeah. That difference run makes on this game in particular. Anything could just happen from run to run.
Yeah.
So.
No question.
Speaking of Freeland, he's getting up towards his... Oh, wow. He got the left-handed Flea Rider spawn there.
Took the bird.
That is
he literally gave him the bird.
So if you get that left-handed Flea Rider or Harpy or whatever you want to call it, it's usually because when you jump off the platform at the top right, you either when you came down the stairs, you did a little crouch, or when you landed, you used the stopwatch a little late. And usually that is what causes the Harpy to spawn there. So
the first people are finishing now. Chakra finishing up Cookie Monster.
Freeland did not get a 2-cycle there.
No 2-cycle for Freeland. He went for it. He got everything, I believe, but the crit there, it looked like.
Oh, this is interesting. He has to do the Cookie Monster fight with a cross. This is going to be something.
And he can't get hit. So
yeah,
he's down to
getting
2 bars.
health is
Luckily,
not
it was
okay.
all the way to the left of the screen, but the Cookie Monster jumps fast.
Yeah, and you'll see he should back up one more time. And you'll see Freeland here get close and crouch. Oh, he didn't do it.
No.
He got too aggressive. Freeland went for the aggression.
That was costly.
Yeah, you can. It's not 100%, but you can kind of manipulate Cookie Monster to jump over you if you get close and crouch. He'll usually do the high jump, and you can walk under, which is what I expected to see Freeland do just then. But he got aggressive and went for it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think that's gonna be it for Freeland.
I was wondering if it was going to be close between. Maybe
no,
not.
Dating TV.
Yeah, beat me to it.
I jinxed it again.
Dating had commentator's curse. Dating had only 2 health around the same point. We managed to finish the Drac fight off, but I think they had holy water, unlike what Freeland had. But still, taking that hit was huge for sure.
Freeland getting the
gets
crit
the head.
there.
Yeah, got the crit on the last hit. Has holy water for the cookie fight.
Yeah, he's set up. He's got double-digit hearts to start the fight out, and he's got the multiplier, so he could just really go into it here.
Boom.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate
Aggressive
for Dating
finish.
TV.
Wow, yeah, that death at Cookie Monster is gonna end the tournament here for Dating TV, but a good showing nonetheless.
Yeah.
And GG Freeland for not giving up there and getting back up and going back in.
Yeah, it's never over until it's over, right?
Yeah.
11:48 for Chakra, which is like
great.
11:39.
Yeah.
That might be the best run of the event so far. 11:48 is, I think, Two Snake's best times were both 11:50s, if I'm not mistaken. So that's very, very good.
Now, for
Congrats
these guys,
to Chakra.
For these guys, these might not be super runs, but they are tournament runs, and tournaments you're usually looking for an average run somewhere around an 11:50 to 12:15. So these are below average still and killing it.
Oh yeah,
So
no
good
doubt.
run there.
All right, heck of a 4th round to continue us on from here. AK, appreciate you stepping in. I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. Peace out, RGL. Enjoy the rest of the tournament.
Have a good night.
Take it
Thanks a
easy,
lot,
Rock.
gents.
So the end of round 4, it looks like we got Chakra Tease, Agent Wyvern, Toothsnick, Trish Lion, KCR, and Freeland still in it. And,
Toothsnick keeping his 12th average pretty much on point here.
Yeah. The green arrow, what is that? You moved up a position from last race?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Chakra T is going from 3rd to 1st here, from round 3 to 4th in the timing. 12:08 average, and of course we're going to subtract 9 seconds from that. So
Yep.
that is 11:59 average, and that is a really good tournament average.
Yeah, and the Toothsnick with a 12:01, currently the best average. But Chakra with the best run so far.
Yeah, the 11:48, which is 11:39, which is a great run.
Yeah, some really strong showings here. And as the numbers of players go lower, you have to up your game more and more.
That's right. You're getting in there with the people who are racing tight today. So you're gonna have to stay on your game, keep it tight.
Yeah, and the most consistent players survive the longest. So the longer you are in this tournament, the less mistakes you can make, pretty much.
This is exactly right. The longer you go, the harder it gets, and the less mistakes you can make. Like Shima said, is exactly right.
It looks like we're getting ready for the next round already.
Yes, thank you to L Rock for stepping in on some commentary.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Shima as well, helping out here, and of course the Restreamer. Thank you very much. all the
Yeah, thank you,
RGLtv
Nami.
crew. Yeah, thank you, Nami. All the RGLtv crew. We love doing these marathons with you guys, so we're glad to have y'all here out there in chat for the Knockout One Night Only Tournament 3.
I'm glad chat can bear with me, even though I don't know shit about Castlevania.
Hey, you don't have to really. You just talk about what you see. It's a race,
Yeah.
You don't have to know about anything about the run to know that what happened between Freeland and Dating TV just in at the end of round 4 there. So
Yeah.
we will get that next race underway shortly, guys.
Yeah. Almost ready. Just one player. Still missing.
Later on today, we have Castlevania 2 Town Rando by Frantic, and we have CV3 Grant Percent with 2 Snick. We will have, yeah, I believe that's what he's got up there.
Ooh. It's gonna be interesting.
We will have some form of Super Castlevania 4. Unfortunately, Cyphern's got some personal stuff, so he will not be able to play, but we will have something going on with Super Castlevania 4, and then later is Symphony of the Night with the little mystery guy. We don't know who that guy is, but a lot of cool. And then Bloodstain Ritual of the Night Rando with Big
That's
Mike
gonna be always
and
fun.
Weapon. Yeah, so a lot of Castlevania stuff here this afternoon.
Our next round is starting up right now.
Here we go, kicking it off. Everybody's going to try to get a jumping entrance into this door. You try to jump at the right time, and you get manipulations on the skeletons. And the skeletons,
That was clean.
yeah, you should have that slight turn back, just a real quick turn back, and then enter the door if you jumped at the right time. Nobody, it seems, getting the early stopwatch. There is a chance to still get it down here on these ghoulies for backup.
So last round I saw 2 Snake getting that stopwatch, but he then still waited on the pixel.
He went back to get it. So he got the early stopwatch and then still waited on the pixel. I mean, if you're not going to do it, then waiting on the pixel is just timing, even if you had the stopwatch. So he knows, he'll wait, get hit, and then go, and it'll be for the bat boost if that's what he did.
Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, it's just a timing thing to keep him in time. Freeland missing the bat boost, saying screw it, going underneath.
Yep. Going for the DLC, apparently. People are calling it.
DLC. Yeah, you never see that out there. DLC. New. What is this part of the game? That's gonna haunt Freeland a little bit. It's gonna hurt a little bit here because like we were saying, you're racing everybody who's on it right now basically in the later rounds. So something like the bat boost, which isn't the hardest trick to do, it's gonna hurt.
Get the quick kill either, unfortunately.
No, he had good timing on the staircase for it, but it didn't work out. Everybody coming up here to stage 4. Just nice little easy jumps. This is the easiest level in the speedrun. It's very calm. You just jump, you get your heart count to the right number. I mean, that's basically it. And now some of these guys, they may go for Medusa crit. That makes the boss fight a little more interesting. But
and you can get this new stair boost here, right?
New stair boost. Maybe. I don't know.
Last run, someone got an earlier Medusa head, or am I?
Perhaps. I'm not 100% caught up with tech, so it could be.
Oh yeah, you weren't here. You weren't here yet. I think. I don't remember who exactly it was. But
well,
someone
like
walked up the stairs and got up directly next to the Medusa head.
The old Beverly Crusher there, Beverly.
Beverly was the best doctor.
Oh yeah. Team Crusher over here at the AK house.
Although the team for the other doctor isn't that big.
No, well, usually it either breaks down between Team Crusher or Team Troy. So
Oh, okay. I like the blonde one actually. A lot of
Pulaski?
people don't. Yeah, I liked him. I don't know.
No, I didn't. I couldn't get down with Pulaski.
That's fine. I think she was very like technical. Like she.
Yeah, that's true. She was about business, you know.
Yeah.
She didn't have a weird thing going on with the captain.
Yeah, just distracting Picard from his daily duties.
Meet me in my ready room. All right, moving on here. Two-Snack got the invincibility a little early. He will want that later on, I believe. So he's probably not happy about that, but it did make it easy. He didn't have to worry about getting knocked back into the hole there. Yeah, these guys are going to be trying to manipulate the item roll drops to get the invincibility pot up here. Well, it seems like maybe they've switched it because everybody got rosary bead. Maybe they want it early and then get rosary to clear out that. Used to be you'd want the rosary early and you get the pot later so you could just walk through the stuff. Now we're on to the Ouija bridge here.
The Ouija bridge.
Yeah, we came up with a strat through this whole bridge.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
I thought there was some prophetic thing about this bridge.
Yeah. It's the Ouija board bridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a strat just to get you through this hallway to.
Not picking up the health there. That's risky, but he still gets it.
All right, let's see who gets that cave skip coming up. Now, if you don't get the cave skip, I mean that's like 8 seconds or something you lose to anybody who gets it.
But it's also like something under pressure that can always go wrong.
Yeah, and this is a fairly precise trick. You're trying to get that merman to you use your stopwatch as the right time when that merman's just above that candle, which will manipulate the bat over here.
Everyone gets it.
Yeah, no surprise though with this level of runners here. Everyone getting the bat or the cave skip. Moving on up to Morgan Fleeman Alley here. It's speaking of things going left and right. I mean, anything can happen here. The Morgan Fleeman, yeah. It's always you gotta have fun.
Once the game is ran enough, then everything has a name.
Yeah, you gotta have fun because I mean you're playing the same thing over and over again. Everybody getting through fairly cleanly there. No axes retrieved, so that's good. It's always a scary area in a tournament or in a race.
Yeah.
You get that axe, you're gonna lose time. Even if you live through the fight, you're gonna lose some time, definitely.
Seems like everybody's fighting.
Oh, Trisk Lion with the Frankencrits. Yeah, Trisk Lion with the Frankencrits.
Two-Snack. Oh, okay.
Chakra with the
Igor
Frankencrit as well.
A little bit loose for a second there on Two-Snack's screen.
Yeah. You don't want to let Igor loose. This is a tight race. Two Frankencrits there from Socrates and Trisk Lion. And we got Agent Wyvern now in window 2, who may be in really close with Kid Charlemagne there. I don't know if they should be lined up, right? Timed up, synced. So yeah, it's really close between Agent Wyvern and Kid Charlemagne right now.
Yeah, that was really close.
You'll see runners go under that candle there and whip, and that is just a time buffer strat to get the early flea man boost there to get up slightly quicker than you would just kind of walking over and aggroing the flea man.
Yeah, it seems really tight with the flea man, like the timing on getting boosts with them.
All right, Chakra's going for it.
Oh yeah,
Got it, I believe. Chakra's in there with the
going
screen
back,
scroll.
and here comes the door out of nowhere.
Yeah, and now you're over.
There we go. That is what I remember with the.
Now you can see you've skipped over.
And all the way up. Oh my god, this is so close between these.
It is.
Everyone got the holy water, everyone got the nice setup. No crosses here. But this should be
Chakra.
no problem for either of them.
Chakra not jumping in. Ain't no one jumped in to capitalize on death there to get a slightly quicker death fight, but maybe it's perhaps because it's a race.
Yeah, at this point, being reckless and like saving maybe a few frames.
Freeland did it. Freeland's got to try and catch up here. He knows. He knows.
Some people, yeah. If you're not behind, then maybe not going for it is good. But like, if you're behind, you gotta get all the time you can get.
Chakra still on the short whip. Never picked up a long whip to save that little bit of time. It's crazy the things people do to just save a half a second or less, you know.
Yeah.
But it all adds up in the end.
Yeah.
Really, still really close here. 3 runners going in, at least 3 going in right now.
This makes this such a good game for a tournament as well, because there's so many options for time saves that have all different like risks and rewards.
Yeah, that's very true.
So when you're in front, you can play a little bit safer, but when you're behind, you gotta take those risks.
Two Snake is team long whip all the time. I didn't know that. Okay. All right, here we come into Dracula's corridor, his little sanctuary here.
This is where it really counts, where you have to get those double, triple, quadruple hits in, or maybe a crit or two. There we go.
Oh, Chakra not getting the back jump. Chakra did not get the back jump, and oh no, Kid Charlemagne.
Drac spawned right on him, so Chakra was in a little bit of trouble there, but he should be fine.
Kid Charlemagne dying there allows Freeland to sneak in here and gain that time he was, lost on like the bat boost early on.
Oh, it's gonna be so tight.
Chakra's
nice
in there.
crit there by Kid.
Agent Wyvern and Freeland in there. Kid Charlemagne.
Is still someone fighting? Let's see if Two Snake is still fighting, or if he's
done. Yeah, I think he's done.
Yeah.
So it looks like Kid Charlemagne with that death at Dracula is going to cost, it's going to end the day for him here.
Oh, wait a second here. Oh yeah, unfortunately, it is indeed.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't feel comfortable fighting Dracula with the short whip. Need that space.
Two Snake with a 11:49, so 11:40 for him. That's really good time.
A GG to everybody. Really tight race there.
Yeah. We're almost in single screen territory, just one more race.
Yeah, we're doing, shout outs again to Nami for doing the best that can to get everybody on the screen at times. So, but we are almost down to, one screen. KCR not making it that time. Going to have a seat, but good showing here. 6th place out of 12, not bad at all. It sucks you going to that Dracula fights. Sometimes
KCR, if you want to join in commentary, feel free to.
Yeah, feel free to join up. But yeah, sometimes you go in that Dracula fight and it just doesn't go your way. All right, Tusnek was the first that time with an 11:40 or 11:39, somewhere in there. That is a hot race. That is a hot run, almost tackling Chakra's 11:48. But remember, we're taking off 9 seconds from these times because players are pressing start their timer at press start instead of in the run, then when you naturally press your timer at when you gain control over Simon at the first level.
And now Tusnek's average is under 12. That's amazing. Are we missing someone in the Discord?
Yeah, we're getting things set up here in the background, guys. Again, a lot more Castlevania stuff today. So if you're a Castlevania fan, you definitely got a nice Sunday here to enjoy tons of Castlevania stuff.
Yeah.
And then even after that, let's take a peek at the schedule ahead of the Castlevania stuff later on. We got Super Ghouls and Ghosts. We got Ghouls and Ghosts, Cryohazard, and I think that's the last thing there is Cryohazard. So
yeah, that's Burst's own game.
Yeah, I think that's the game Burst made. I'm not gonna watch you play that because I want to play it and be, blind when I play it. But good luck if you're out there, Burst, and GG. We got the top 5 about to go at it.
Yep. We got Chakra, Age, Wyvern, Freelance, Trisk, and Tusnek.
And with Tusnek putting up that 11:49 last time, you can see what that did to his average there. And he is currently the only player below an average of 12 minutes. Chakra not too far off with 12:09.
Absolutely crazy. To be able to run this game so consistently.
Yeah, he's probably just enjoying himself. It's just another Sunday to Tusnek. He's had a couple of beers. He's ready to run. It's just all in a day's work.
And here we go. We're starting in 10 seconds, so it's gonna be on your screens in about 20.
All right, here we are. I'm gonna start up the top 5 here. Round 5, 5 players left. Let's go.
Let's go. Everybody's hit
Round 6, excuse me. Correction. All right, let's see. Again, everybody's gonna try to get the manipulation here to get the early stopwatch drop. That's why they're jumping in that doorway. It's just slightly faster as well. Yep.
Chakra getting it.
Leave it the chakra to get it, of course.
Let's see if he's gonna still wait for the bet in the next screen.
Still a backup chance to get it for everybody else. Two Snack not getting it this time, so it looks like Chakra is the only one going to get it. Freeland gonna have to wait on the pixel here and manipulate a stopwatch drop. Didn't get on the pixel though.
And he goes for it.
Two Snack nor Freeland getting the stopwatch drop. And it looked like Chakra missed the bat boost, so...
No, he didn't. He just, like, did a buffer by walking down the stairs and walking back up.
Oh, okay. Okay, I've never seen that before. Yeah, I glanced over and he was at the bottom, so I was like, oh, he must have missed it. So, yeah, having to pick up the axe here for Freeland and Two Snack. Chakra missing the bat crit. No quick kill on the bat there. And it looks like Triskline is going to have a slight lead here in the beginning. And Agent Wyvern, we're not sure, but we will update when we see.
Oh, Two Snake taking an unfortunate hit there.
Yeah, for the for everybody aside from Triskline, it is still very close. A lot of things went wrong there, I believe, in that first level for the Freeland, Two Snack, and Chakra. And so they're all kind of just tied up there.
Two Snack has the axe at the moment, so
he should be fine.
Is he gonna be able to do the?
There's a setup for to get through it. It's slightly slower, but you can get through it.
Okay.
Well, in some of the earlier editions of the RGL Castlevania One Night Only tournaments, I believe True False won twice. And everybody knew True False, you know, he was just a slow and steady kind of guy, always just very clean runner, just sticking to a nice solid run layout, you know. So, yeah, slow and steady definitely can get you there.
I guess we will see how Two Snack plays from behind a little bit, no?
Freeland taking out Medusa there. Chakra T's getting the Medusa crit. Very nicely done.
Yeah, not too bad of a time loss for Two Snack.
On the level 3, not an easy level by anyone's standards. As execution is required, very tight execution, and things can happen here that you just don't expect. So we'll see how it goes. First real room is this room with all these crows in here, these stairs you're trying to navigate.
Yeah, one false step and you lose your life in these pits.
Players will be picking up the axe only to throw it in the next room to get the cross, and then you just trade off there.
I believe that's the last time the players want to see the axe.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to axe ever again. Two rosary drops there.
Makes that jump a lot safer.
There's a late rosary drop for Agent Wyvern. It only took out one bone pillar. But hey, a little free ride there to the end of the level.
Might be a little bit of lag. Probably not.
Coming over these jumps, you gotta navigate those fireballs. Can be real tricky sometimes. Those bone pillars don't want to work with you.
Freeland going for the backup health to do the safer fight here, and still kills it, no problem. Super fast.
Yeah, if you go all the way to the right, if you see the runner going all the way to the right, they'll probably get the faster kill overall. But it is safer to go left, grab that meat, and I mean you're losing too much time, especially here in a race setting.
Yeah.
All right, we talked about it earlier. Yeah, here we are back at the cave skip.
Yeah. For some reasons, Simon's deciding to go to the basement.
This is a shortcut.
Yeah.
You gotta go in the basement, do some laundry real quick, and they'll come back up. Chakra getting the cave skip. I believe Trick's Lion did as well. Freeland.
Yeah, everybody but Freeland got it.
Moving on up.
But at least he didn't die, so it's not that terrible.
No, yeah, I mean, you lose a little bit, but you're right. It could be worse. All right, yeah. Speaking of that, those axes you talked about, we definitely don't want to see one through here. This is the last room you really got to worry about ever seeing an axe, anyways.
Oh yeah. So that's why they're all like preemptively jumping over killed enemies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just go ahead and jump that way. If it drops, hopefully you jumped over it instead of walking into it. All right, the story, round 6 story of the Frankencrits. Let's see who goes for it and who gets it. Trick's Lion going in. Not getting the Frankencrits. Chakra T's getting it and making it through. Let's see, Agent Wyvern going for the solid, just straight kill, and Freeland going for the standard kill up top. Just safing through after missing the bat boost, or the cave skip, I mean.
Yeah, as you say, slow and steady. No reason to take an unnecessary death.
Right, look at Trick's Lion scrolling through the top of the screen, skipping that whole section over there.
Yeah. I'd say it's a lot of time.
All right, now we're coming up to the second part where we may see these guys go for some screen scrolling, glitching.
You can make this level really short if you do all of the glitches. Here we go, just going for the second one. See if the door appears for him. And it does.
Looks like he got it very quickly there. Like, no, not much time to get it going. I believe Chakra got it as well.
That was an excellent level.
Yeah, it really was.
So far. He's a bit low on HP, but as long as he executes everything nicely, it shouldn't be a problem.
I was thinking he might be thinking, hey, it's a tournament. You know, I could take this 2 seconds to grab this here in round 6, but nope. Said to hell with it. Go on to fight death.
It's good to just let muscle memory take over. And he finishes. Amazing level.
Now we got Chakra just finishing up death, and two Snack and Freeland on their way into death.
Also got a score glitch going in that level, I believe.
Freeland not jumping in that time to save a little time. And Two Snake. Okay, he almost let some sights out. I feel like it was a real close chat, but he got it. All right, on to the bat bridge, which when you first play the game is a very difficult part. These bats have as much health as the first bat boss in the game, each one, so killing them is kind of not an option at all. And you just get knocked in the hole. But once you learn a little bit, it's very easy to manipulate your way across every time the same way. And Trixland well ahead right now, grabs the backup meat, the safety meat there.
Agent Wyvern still on the death fight. He might have taken a death himself since he's not has a sub weapon right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have holy water.
Yeah, he's fighting death with just a whip, which is
whip only.
Brutal.
It is. Oh, get out of there.
Oh, wow.
Take it out. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, there we go. Wow, nice. Great whip only fight there on display. Trixline going for the 2-cycle. Oh, didn't get the crit. He had everything else set up.
He still needs to hope for something going wrong for someone else, or else he will still be out, even though he had a fantastic death fight just now.
Yeah, whip only is awesome to pull that off. And Chakra not having the best Dracula, but it's going to be moving on smoothly from here. He doesn't have a multiplier, but should be able to navigate fairly easy with just one.
Trisk with a 1138.
Oh wow, that's like a 29 or something. That is that is fast. What a round there for Trixline.
That shows what these scroll glitches can do for you.
And
it looks like no mistake was made during the Dracula fight, so that's gonna be it, unfortunately, for Agent Wyvern.
Now we got Agent Wyvern here. He's gonna finish up strong. Something happened along. We missed what happened there in the death stage, but did have to go at a whip only against death to advance and made it. So GG for that.
Yeah.
Not getting a crit there. Can get the backup here.
It's just that the other players, they did not make a single bigger mistake.
And just throwing these hearts here. Tried to get the crit there. Didn't get it.
Ooh.
He should be fine.
Oh, Dracula.
Oh no!
What a bitch!
Oh,
Teleported right on him. Oh god!
Oh no! You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, wow, that's Dracula for you. GG to Agent Wyvern though. Again, that death fight was amazing.
Yeah. GG.
Trisk with the 1138, and once again we're subtracting about 9 seconds off of that because players aren't starting at the right time. Their timer's at the right time, so that's really like an 1129 there. That is definitely the run of the tourney so far. GG.
Yeah, crazy time.
Indeed, won our hearts with that death fight. We were more interested in the death fight going on than any of the Dracula fights that were happening.
But now we're gonna have all the action all at once, always on screen.
Yeah, now we got 4-player. We got Freeland, 2-Snack, Socrates, and Trisk going at it here in the final 4. Castlevania Knockout One Night Only Tournament, 3rd edition here, 2022. The top 4 have been racing all day, and they made it here. They've stood tall compared to all the rest of the racers, and now there's only 3 left in them. Who will stand tall at the end, though? Who will be last left?
4, but yeah.
I was just trying to fill time, Shimon.
And the race is readying up for everyone. Everybody's in. Almost everybody is ready.
So yeah, I feel just about the right amount of time. So did my job.
Yeah.
I'm like the rodeo clown. They send out when things are going wrong. They just send out the clowns.
I don't know. I don't know anything about this guy. At least you know how the game works. And here we go. The next round is off.
Should have it going here in a second.
Here we go. Also pretty synced up start, so that's nice. So that means that what we see on screen is actually what happens.
Yeah, it's definitely close on the sync. I think 2 Snakes slightly ahead on the sync, but other than that,
Yeah.
the other 3 are definitely pretty close on sync.
Everybody's on the same screen. That's good.
Right. Any early stopwatches? Yes, Chakra getting it.
I gets it. 2 times in a row.
Yeah, 2
He got
times
the
in a row.
jump down. See if he's gonna do the buffer again.
And let's see if Freeland can get the bat boost here. It seems to be haunting him. Two Snake on the pixel. Let's see if Chakra gets the... Didn't go for it. And yeah, he's just going for that buffer you talked about there. Walks off, walks back up, and waits.
Everybody gets it. Nice.
Everybody over cleanly through the first hurdle.
Oh, sneaky X dropping there.
No back crit for Two Snake or Trisk Lion, nor Freeland. Chakra getting...
gets it.
Yeah, so going to have a slight lead here for Chakra going into the second level. On the screen, Two Snake is slightly ahead, but
Yeah.
he's just a little out of sync with everybody else. But I believe Chakra is in the lead here. And again, this level is kind of the calm before the storm here. There's a couple of tricks and things they can do, but not too much compared to later on.
Yeah, the sync is real.
Yeah, almost the same jumps there for Trisk and Chakra. And Freeland right in there as well. Two Snake getting a nice little boost there. Oh, I see. Everybody go. Okay, I see what's different there. Everybody goes to the third block that's slightly higher. I guess it means you to have shorter time in the air, boosting off and up, since it's a closer distance. So overall, you probably save a little bit of time. We used to just go to the second block there and boost from there.
Yeah, it looks like
Trisk
there's
Lion,
the invisible stairs for Trisk.
yeah, nice with the screen scroll there.
And right to Medusa. So that means he finishes Medusa before Snack, who is the first, I believe. in terms of like starting time.
Right.
And that means Trisk is in the lead now.
Trisk is definitely in the lead. Got the Crusher scroll, and then I believe he also may have gotten the Medusa crit. So very clean level there. Very solid, high skill level there.
Seems like these people are pulling out the best stuff for the end here.
You got to save the big fireworks for the end, right?
Yeah.
All right, Trisk getting through there. Two-Snake getting the invincibility pot, making it easy for him. Players should be trying to get the rosary bead off the item roll drop later. The rosary beads. Did I say rotary beads? Rosary beads. I'm not sure how rotary beads would work. You just dial the thing to the bead you want? I don't know.
Rosemary.
Two-Snake got the drop, but it dropped behind him. Rotary beads.
Rosemary chicken bee.
Rosemary chicken sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, moving on over to stage 9 here, the Ouija bridge. I believe Chakra got it. Got the double rosary drop, and then the invincibility pot, the God bridge for Chakra, I believe. Electing to go to the left side, get the meat. Everybody making it through though.
Yes, Trixon still keeps his lead about the same. Man, this is so close.
There we go, falling in for the cave skip.
Yeah.
Falling down the tunnel of doom.
And now we got like, it's this close that like not getting the cave skip might actually be a decider here.
Could be, yeah. It's very true. Looks like everyone's gonna get it. Let's see if Freeland gets it.
Oh, that was too low for Freeland. So
yeah,
he's not gonna take it.
Good that he saw it though, instead of thinking, oh,
Yeah.
I got it. And then, yeah, because that can happen for sure. Trisk and Two-Snake pretty close right now. Two-Snake can't be, even with the slight little desync for Two-Snake, he can't be too far behind Trisk, I don't feel like.
Yeah. So I hope we get through this without an X or anything. And it
yeah, I didn't want to say anything and have the commentators curse, but I would say at this point these guys are so good you're probably not even going to see it, because the axe drop is based on like what frame and such you kill things on.
Oh, so okay. So
I believe, I think their movement here for this level is just so tight that we probably won't even see an axe drop from here on out. Knock on wood, of course. Not trying to curse it into happening. Yeah, some Franken crits in there. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
It's crazy how consistent everybody is. Like, Two-Snake and Trixon were on the same like screen the whole time for like 2 levels now.
Yeah, Trisk went for the screen scroll glitch, didn't get it there, so just going up now. So gave a little bit of time up to Two-Snake for that.
Should still be in a slight lead though.
Yeah, I think maybe now they would be like a few. Two-Snakes would be like a few steps behind, but it caught a little time there.
Close together. The same as Chakra and Freeland.
Yeah, I mean, can't forget about these two. They're right there, and we've seen how it goes once you get to Dracula. If everything stays the same, I mean, anything can happen in Dracula. So.
Yeah.
With this a little bit of time in between the runners, I mean, it's anybody's ball game here. Trisk trying to get the screen scroll glitch. Got a dagger drop there. He did make the pipe appear that he could just drop through and skip the staircase at least.
Ooh, two snake jumping through the stairs there for a second. That puts him a little bit behind Trisk.
Yeah, I believe that dagger drop made it where Trisk couldn't go back and try to do the rest of the screen scroll glitch, so he just went ahead.
Yeah, funny that like the top of the screen is synced and the bottom of the screen is synced.
Yeah. And remember, guys and gals out there, this is a knockout style, so 4th place here out of these top 4 will be eliminated.
Yeah, and they're all within the elimination, so like one death and it's pretty much over.
Yeah. Freeland here, having 2 bars of health, 8 hearts. He thought about getting that meat.
Oh yeah.
But then he said, no, I'm racing these guys, I gotta go.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
The Medusa swiped his toe. I
think the invincibility pot dropped, and he was like, you know what? I should pick that up. But
oh yeah,
that split second was the difference, I believe, in getting away from that Medusa.
That messed with his muscle memory, maybe, and then oh god, that's so unfortunate.
See what happens here. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get hits up with his cross to get a multiplier on the crit right now. Meanwhile, we have Trisk Lion and 2snack crossing the bat bridge, and Chakra T's not too far behind.
And now he's gotta go through this room the slow way, crawling way. These stupid ass fucking knights.
Yeah, I like to call this the casual killer hallway because
yeah,
oh no, exactly. And it dropped the Medusa head dropped a dagger. Oh, this is just bad luck for Freeland.
Insult to injury right there.
Yeah, bad luck for Freeland though.
Now he's pretty much got to fight death with a whip. And he might just like give up at this point since
he'll
dying
go.
On
but...
that.
All right, now we got Trisk and 2snack up at Dracula. Chakra coming into the final corridor as well. Let's see if anybody gets this 2 cycle. No, definitely not Trisk. Definitely not 2snack. See if Chakra can get the 2 cycle, make up a little time here. He got the high fireballs. Did not get his back jump, so he won't get the 2 cycle. Trisk moving into Cookie Monster. 2snack not too far behind. This is going to be really tight on the time between Trisk and 2snack, but I believe Trisk Lion is going to take first place. I think. Yeah, definitely first place for Trisk. 2snack in second on round 7 here. Chakra
1 second apart
in third, so good showing here for the top 3, and just terrible luck there for Freeland. It just didn't work out well for him. He's back at death with the triple cross setup now. Should be pretty decently.
Playing it back there.
Yeah, a lot of people just get frustrated and turn it off, right? So
yeah, I would.
Yeah. Yeah, we were just noticing Freeland's 2 bars of health he had, and normally there is an invincibility potion. There he goes. Yeah, so normally there is an invincibility potion that drops up there, and I think with the low health situation and him seeing that invincibility pot, he stopped and thought for like just a split second, I should get that, or just stop for a frame or something, you know.
Yeah, that's all it takes sometimes.
Yeah, and just ran into the Medusa head. So, and then on the way back, killed a Medusa head, got a dagger drop, so that was not good either. So bad luck there for Freeland, but GG.
He did a very good job in this tournament.
Making it to the Final Four this year for sure. That is a great showing with this field we have of runners here.
He even says in Discord that like he didn't feel like surviving this round with these opponents.
Now we're down to the final three. Trisk Lion with the average of 12:06, Chakra T's average of 12:07, and Toosnick with an average of 12 minutes flat. So
Yeah, really close to the other averages too.
yeah, that's basically just the Dracula fight right there. Something happens at Dracula, there's those 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Miss the cave skip. I mean, there's those 7 seconds in all the average run times. So anything can happen going into these final matches here. Yeah, I mean, if you had to put money on it, you definitely would have put this top three maybe to be there at the end. But
Yeah.
you know, sometimes that's how it goes. The top guys show up and do their thing. That's why they're the top guys. So that's why they're here.
Yep. And they also know their backups too. Like not only being crazy good runners for the red records and such, but
Right.
also being top tier tournament runners.
Yeah, there was Castlevania One Night Only tournament years ago at this point, but I was in a race against Furious Paul, who at the time was the world record holder and had a good chunk of time over my PB, so I was the underdog for sure. And in the first round, I mean, as you're saying, you know, he messed up and he only knew the world record, you know, strats. So you mess up, it's a reset for him. He doesn't know race strats, right? So how to recover. So I was able to win. I at least won one match. He did get me overall on the set, but it was good that I got one match in there, and it was because of that. So these guys here are definitely well versed in what to do as backups in case something goes wrong, though.
Yeah, and I remember that from, I think, Concake's friend, how many Robot Masters? Like Mega Man 1, 2, 3, 6, only the Robot Masters?
46, I think.
46, yeah, and Concakes did, like always, pretty safe strats, but they were fast. And like a lot of people he played against just went for these crazy hard strats, and as soon as it didn't work, they didn't know what to do. So a lot of times he just won by doing the more safer thing.
I can tell you here, though, with this final three, it's not going to be about doing the safer thing.
Yeah, but these three, you gotta bring your absolute A game here.
That's right. Top three. We're going to get it going here in just a moment for y'all.
Let's see how risky they are gonna play it. I'm guessing that like they're gonna pull everything out of their pockets.
Yeah, there's no holding back here in the final three. Especially, I'm not too sure, but I think Toosnick may go for slightly less and just try to be super solid. But definitely Trisk and Chakra, I would say maybe are gonna definitely pull out all the stops here.
Yeah,
We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, I know there's also a difference between runners who actually watch the stream so they know where they're at, and runners who like to do it without knowing anything, which of course makes it a little bit easier to focus. Sometimes you don't want to know where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, because some people don't use when you do races. What do you like to have a screen up, or do you like to not know?
I usually don't watch the stream. At least in stuff I care about. Like if it's something that I'm like not expecting to do very well, then I watch the stream just for the commentary usually.
Yeah, I'm kind of like you. I might just be focused on what I'm doing, but definitely a lot of people like to have the race up on their side monitor, see what's going on.
Yeah, it can be really good strategically, since you know how much risk you have to take. Like if you're behind, you gotta take some risks in front, and if you're like in the lead, then maybe you should take it a little bit safer.
All right, we got stopwatches, we got a bat boost. I was doing some AFK stuff in Discord, so I missed the little beginning here, but we're catching up. It seems like everybody got through pretty good, and rolling on here.
Super sync between all of those. Let's see if they all get the one hit here.
See who gets it.
If one
Chakra, the only one getting it. No shock that Chakra is the only one getting it. Same as last round. Chakra was the only one to get the back crit here. Moving on to round 2, or level 2, I should say. Players are going to use their given 5 hearts at the beginning of the level to use this stopwatch to freeze the bat over top of that knight there. That way the bat nor the knight gets in your way as you just climb the stairs and continue on. It's about Go ahead, Sean.
I don't know when the strategy with the stopwatch, like I know that stopwatch was a thing to be dropped randomly in the first stage, but you couldn't really count on it. But now that's consistent, like you can actually consistently use it in stage 2 as well, huh?
Yeah, I think that tech came about maybe 2.5 years ago or something, where people were figuring out the stopwatch manipulation on the first level, and it definitely helps out here to bring it over from the first level to the second level.
Yeah, it just makes everything so much more consistent.
All right, we're at the Beverly Crusher, and it looks like Chakra is definitely going for the scroll. I don't think he got it, but I'm unsure. No, he did not get it. Now Trick's line up at the Crusher. No one getting the scroll this time, I believe. So everybody's just going to move up naturally.
Yeah, it's still just seconds apart.
Now we'll see if we who's going to go for this Medusa crits. We'll see 2 Holy Water throws and then move in and turn around, and nope. So Chakra not getting the crit. And Trisk getting it, turned around, seduced Medusa right into that hitbox and got the crits. I believe maybe
Chakra
2
lost quite a bit of time on that fight.
Yeah, cause
I think so, yeah.
I didn't see 2 Snake, but I feel like 2 Snake might have also got the Medusa crit.
So that might put Chakra behind now.
Chakra and Trisk, the sync is very close, and I think 2 Snake is slightly ahead, but not by much at all.
Gotta be like 2-3 seconds at max.
Up to the bird section, the crows here. We all know birds are jerks, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, one thing I keep doing in like tournament and races is that I suddenly, like, all my inputs get ever so slightly faster. So that's how I mess up a lot of my tricks.
Yeah, you gotta keep your rhythm, right? You don't want to get even if you're well. I mean, in a run, definitely you want to feel that rhythm, but maybe speeding up over time is good, though.
Yeah.
Getting the rosary drop there.
Seem to have it down easily.
Oh yeah, 2 Snake getting the rosary drop, and then Trisline getting the invincibility pot, so they can just walk right through there, no big deal. On to the Ouija bridge. Let's see if Chakra gets the God bridge again. Let's see, no rosary drops, no invincibility pot. There was a rosary. There was one for Chakra, which took out the fireball. Pretty standard bridges though. There, nothing
Everyone should go to the right side here. They have the health for it.
Yeah, they all got the health for it. They're going to definitely go to the right. Get the overlapping mummies, and then throw the cross on it. It's the easiest crit to get in the game. They just got to overlap, and the cross touches them. They're done for.
So pretty much no change here.
Dropping down into the cave.
Let's see who will be not changing lead. Or who will be.
That's too low
like
for Toothneck.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering if that one for Chakra, that had to be like right on the line of too low or right or high enough, but managed to get across. So only Toothneck losing a little time here.
Trisk with a knockback almost knocks him down into the water there.
Oh, I missed out. He did get hit by the bat while jumping across.
No, some fishman jumping from the bottom.
Oh wow, that's good. That's random. All right, let's see how it goes through here. No commentator's curse. There was an invincibility pot that dropped. Now you don't want to get it, but that does make you concerned about the item rolls. So, with Chakra getting through no axe, and Trisk and Toothneck getting through no axe. So good, no axe up to date so far in the tourney here.
Love to see no X.
Yeah, because you definitely hate to see the X.
Yeah, we don't want to have the tournament be decided by an X. That's just...
Alright, Chakra going for the crit here. Didn't get the crit. Tried to turn around this time. Didn't get it. Trisk going for it. Trisk not getting it. Toothneck getting the Franken crit. The Franken crit for Toothneck. That's going to help him gain a little bit of time he lost there in the cave skip for missing that.
Yeah.
We have got a great battle here, but as we've seen so far in previous rounds, there's a lot that can happen here on level 5.
Yeah, it looks like Toothneck already took over Trisk again.
A little swag back jump there from Chakra. Got the invincibility pot. Not sure that was intended, but it drops, so you take it and you go. It actually sucks if it drops there because then you can't get the Flea Man boost. You have to go up the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
So it's actually not good. Toothneck getting the early bomb boost. Trisk Lion also getting early bomb boost. Nobody getting the scroll there. Players are going to walk under the Flea Man, then jump, throw holy water on the red skeleton to hold the red skeleton in place, and also kill the 2 Flea Men that chase behind you.
And Chakra even skipped the meat for a little bit of frames there, since he had plenty of health.
And again, players will whip underneath this candle as a time buffer to get the timing right on the Flea Man jump. That's a slightly quicker Flea Man jump you would get than just normally aggroing it by spacing. And
seems like Trisk setting up, yeah.
Yeah, trying to set her. Got the quick jump down. Now let's see if can get the rest of it. Didn't get the dagger drop this time. Can go for the second part of the trick. Not.
And
I think maybe. Yeah, I think he's through. I think if you get over here, you're
got
through.
it. Yeah.
Wow. So that's gonna push Trisk up a little bit ahead here.
And you needed that little boost there.
You can see now where Toothneck is compared to where Trisk Lion is. Trisk Lion, because of that, is on the top of the room where Toothneck is. And I didn't see Chakra if Chakra got it. But Chakra is in the lead. So Chakra did something over there while we were watching Trisk Lion. I got to catch up on all the tech for this game, like dating TVs talking about race 14. And I understand what you mean, but I don't know what you mean. You know what I mean? Here we go. We got the death fight. Nobody jumping in to grab those extra seconds, just half a second or so, just taking it easy. And taking
I think
down.
they talked about.
Oh no, Toothneck! Toothneck, no!
Oh, he got it. No, he got it.
Yeah, he's waiting.
Oh my god!
Wow, Toothneck, that was so scary.
I probably cut off some hair of him.
Half of his hair just fell off. He's got like a mohawk, kind of half a mohawk on one side because of the scythe. Yeah, that was close. Going across the bat bridge here. Now, here's something that I'm unsure about. Shima, is the final 1v1 or is it, what is that? Is it
Oh yeah.
one? Well, I didn't know if it was like best of 3 or 1. Or what.
I don't actually know if it's gonna be best out of 3. It might be up to the runners. Possibly.
Yeah, we'll just ask them after this. Whatever they want to do. All right, coming in down here to where it's pretty crazy if you don't have the stopwatch. Of course, everybody's going to have it here, but if you don't, this area is very tricky. Nobody getting the screen scroll glitch up there, just kind of going through the old way.
Oh, this is going to be so close.
Yeah, we're right here at Dracula with Tristline and Socrates coming in. They're both setting up the manipulation here, setting up
just a little bit
candles.
behind. Unfortunately, he also has the lowest health, so he can't go for that much.
Yeah, the other two have very good health. He's going for the 2 cyclone chakras, not getting the crits, got everything but the crit. Tristline getting a backup crit, and Chakra also getting the backup crit, so they're already on the Cookie Monster. Not looking good for 2 Snake here.
Unfortunately, cannot afford another attempt on a crit here.
Wow, it looks like Chakra just going to ease out first place here in round 8. But only a couple of whips behind is Tristline. And 2 Snake, a very valiant effort, but that little mess up on death really costs the extra time there.
He didn't even die, that's all it took.
Yeah, I mean, we're at the top of the table. These guys, that's all it's going to take, right?
Yeah.
So, GG to Chakra with the win. Tristline in second here on this race. And GG's the 2 Snake with a strong 3rd place finishing.
That's at 12-14.
Very, very well done.
Chakra and Trixon were sub 12 with a 11:54 and an 11:55, respectively. And here we go. Waiting on confirmation from Nami on how the last race is gonna take place.
Yeah, we're gonna see right now if the runners want to do one race or how they want to do it. We'll check it out.
Trixon said he will be back in a minute, so we have a little bit of time here to calm down a little bit before the grand finale.
All right. Looks like we're gonna do one final race here.
Yeah, I think that's good for like a marathon like this. When it's
for sure
been one knockout the whole time.
They've been going all day long.
Who knows, maybe 2 Snake might still take home that best average trophy. He currently has it with the best average of 12.02.
All right. Sorry, we're doing a bunch of stuff in the background here. That's why I'm not talking. But we do have this final race coming up in just a moment, guys.
Yeah, race is open. It's gonna be one race for the champion here. both of them had some excellent times already in this tournament. They can definitely pull out low 11s, even though it's unlikely in a race since it's just so hard to do.
It is. It'd be great. We got two at the top right now, you know. So it'd be great though. What if we had two sub 11:30s right here for the final round? I think we got
insane.
Yeah, I think we got two of the best choice of runners to potentially pull it off.
And everybody's ready. We'll be starting the match up in just a few seconds. Who is gonna take it? Here we go. Countdown is running. 10 seconds to go.
All right, final round coming up. Here we go.
And here we go.
It's all come down to this. We got Chakra T's on the left, and we got Tristline on the right.
Chakra Stream is about 2 seconds ahead, I'd say.
Yeah, they're really close.
2. Yeah, 2 seconds.
Yeah, and Nami, if you can hear us, if you could pause Chakra for like 2 seconds and unpause, that would be fantastic. I don't know if she can hear us. So
I don't think it's unfortunately probably not possible on this technical setup.
Oh, it may not be. Okay, yeah, I don't know how that's going. So this is fine anyways. We just know guys, who is it? Chakra slightly ahead, or is it? Yeah, Chakra.
Yeah, I'm just happy how like smooth this whole tournament was. We had like no buffering streams, we had no drop frames, everything was buttery smooth.
Yeah.
Oh no!
No, getting boosted the wrong way there. Trixline getting the bat boost, and Chakra. So Chakra is going to lose. I believe that's about 5 seconds or so.
He got the early stopwatch, so it's not that much of a difference. So.
Yeah, but he missed the bat boost. He got knocked backwards. So.
Oh yeah. But I'm not sure if that like equalizes it at least a little bit.
Yeah, it might. Yeah. There's the crit for Tristline.
That's so definitely some time one here.
Yeah, so Tris definitely going to have a little bit of lead going into level 2 here on the final round.
But that might mean that Chakra now knows that they have to go for some more risky stuff here.
See how it plays out. I think it's a little too early to maybe change the strats so far, but you know, as we get later into the round, like, you know, missing the bat boost can definitely take a part in the, you know, a bat boost and bat crit. You miss them now. What you know you're playing Tristline, even if you're not watching. You know you're playing Tristline.
Yeah.
So you got to know you're slightly behind now, at least. Players just going through here, getting their heart count up, but making sure they don't get above 7. That way they don't get a accidental whip upgrade drop from a Medusa head or something. Because once you get to 8, if you have short whip, once you get to 8 hearts, then the next non-committed drop will be a long whip
Triss
upgrade.
Going for it.
Triss going for it, doing the wiggling.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got it. Here he goes, boosting over, scrolling over the top, right on over the hallway. What a strat! What a time to pull it off here, saving a little chunk of time there.
He was in the lead already.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you got your pedal, if you got your foot, you know, and pedal to the floor, you don't take it off, right?
The only thing when being ahead is get more ahead, I guess.
And Chakra getting the Medusa crit. That's a very nice job done there. All right, coming up into level 3 here with all the fleamen and birds and everything. A lot can go wrong here.
Yeah, we got like a 15-second lead here now for Trisk.
Yeah, it's pretty strong. And Trisk making his way up through stage 7 pretty cleanly, getting the axe with the holy water drop. And now Socrates has his turn to navigate stage 7. And does it fairly well, very clean there. Trisk gonna grab the axe up here. I mean the cross, excuse me, gonna use the axe, grab the cross, take it with him for the mummies. Gonna jump right there to try and get an invincibility pot drop,
nice.
which he did. And now here comes Chakra to try and do the same thing. You try to jump and kill that bird at the exact certain time. Chakra on a different item roll, so getting the rosary bead instead of the invincibility potion. Must have got an invincibility pot earlier on, I believe, or something.
Still, like,
very helpful
means
though.
that he didn't need to stop at all in this.
Yeah,
screen.
for sure. And now we're onto the Ouija bridge, and it looks like that is the strat I believe Trisk did, was the Ouija bridge. And it looks like that is also what Chakra has done. What that does is it saves a certain amount, well, you waste a certain amount of frames on purpose to get the boss manipulation just right. And that is the Ouija bridge. I believe it's something like 66 frames or something you lose on purpose.
Oh boy.
All right, we're down to the cave skip now.
Okay, doing the buffer stress here.
Oh, Trisk missing the platform has the weight. That's gonna.
Oh god, that's dangerous. Jesus.
Oh wow.
Oh no, everything's kind of off.
Yeah.
See if you can recover. Oh, and there's no bed there now.
No, he's got to watch his merman.
Terrible.
Okay, now and look, Chakra getting it, so Chakra's gonna catch up here. Yeah, hey, that's
knockback. Oh, panic mode right now for Trisk.
That stalactite saved him.
Oh,
Chakra definitely catching
so
up
much worse, but it was still terrible for Trisk.
And now we're up to Fleaman Alley, and you know it could be a little crazy here. We'll see what happens with Trisk having a very odd first set of stages here. The whole thing could be off, and so we gotta watch out for an axe here.
Yeah, whatever item manipulation was planned is definitely out of the window at that point.
Yeah, but everybody getting through cleanly there, so now we're just gonna make our way up to Frankenstein and Igor, and let's see who gets the Franken crit. That is the story here. Who will get it and who will not? Both players
Really
having enough
close
health.
now.
Yeah, both players having enough health to not worry about it if it does go wrong or anything like that. Chakra in here,
Chakra
getting
going
close.
for it. Oh,
Not getting it. So close. That looked really close. And neither
Neither does
Trisk though. Yeah. Neither player getting it. So show crit. Neither player getting it though. So nothing gained, nothing lost for anybody. Moving on to what has been one of the crazier levels of the entire tournament here. So let's see what happens here with these two being two of the best at doing the screen scrolling. We'll see how it goes. I don't think it worked out.
On the damage
Didn't work out
there.
for Chakra. He tried to get it, didn't get it, so he just had to go up the stairs. All right, moving through. See if both players get the meat here. No. Oh, I think Chakra wasn't, but he missed that jump, so he said, screw it, I'm down here, I'm getting the meat.
Yeah.
But both players picking up that safety meat there. And now here we go to see what happens up here.
right. Now who's gonna get it?
We
Chakra's
see the-
setting up for it.
We see the wiggling going on, you know, on
So is
Chakra's
Trix.
side. Now here comes Trix Lion.
We
No
have-
dagger drop. No dagger
Alright.
drop for either player, but it seems
a
Trix
back
Lion. Seems Trix Lion has got it,
Yeah.
and Chakra did not.
get it.
He's still trying for a backup there.
Yeah. That's probably what they meant with the race.
Yeah.
Race 14. Oh, but it seems like Jason had to go for
Oh
some-
wow! And Tris got another one, did he not? That was a different one. Yeah, that is huge. I just noticed that. Wow, Tris just skipped that whole section.
Holy crap. No, the lead is substantial now.
I mean, Trisk is at death, and Chakra is just getting to the
Yeah.
room. Like that was huge. Big move there. Big burst of energy to get in the first place.
That's some trick to get at the very last game you're playing.
That's like using the feather on Ghost House and Mario Kart to jump across the thing. Yeah, that was it. I mean, I saw he got the first one, so I looked over at Chakra to see what Chakra was doing. And when I looked back, Trist is like climbing the second part, and I was like, "Oh, damn, that was something else right there." So Trist moving on.
Yeah, cannot play fairly safe. I
Yeah,
don't know
I mean,
if they know about it, but
he's got like
they're
20
probably not
second
gonna.
lead. Yeah. I think for Triss right now, it just depends on how much health you end up getting to Dracula with. No bone party there, only 2 bones, so that's not really a party. Using a stopwatch, getting the backup meat here, the race meat.
Yeah, no reason not to.
Definitely get that race meat. There must be a
That
screen
race is
scroll glitch
yeah.
on 17 that chat is talking about, but it doesn't look like anybody's gonna go for a scroll here, or at least Trisk didn't.
Yeah, Trisk now got plenty of health to work with on Drac.
All right, Trisk going in to Dracula. Here we go. This could be it. We'll see what happens.
Chakra, of course, skipped the meat for good reasons. It didn't take any additional damage.
Got the high fireballs. Oh, didn't get the back jump, so it's going to have to back out and not go for the 2 cycle. Missed the back jump on that one.
Here comes Chakra to Dracula. If he can get the 2 cycle here, that would be...
Yeah, I mean, this is like a 5 or 6 cycle Dracula for Triss there, so...
A boss buffer there. Oh no. That
Chakra
Drac spawn
yeah.
was...
Well, the Dracula spawn was right. What happened was he was trying to do the back jump and he jumped straight up in the air.
Oh, he went full risk.
So, yeah. Triss Lion, though, managing to take out Cookie Monster
GG.
and taking home the #1 spot this year in the RGLtv Halloween Horror Castlevania Knockout One Night Only tournament. That's a lot of words.
Amazingly done.
Yeah, GG.
And what a run to finish it on.
Yeah, and GG to Chakra as well, coming in second and almost bringing it back there. Chakra, if
Yeah.
he could have got that 2 cycle, it would have been so
he
close.
He had to go for all the risks.
It was so close. If he would have got that 2 cycle with Trisk having like the 5 or 6 cycle Dracula there. That was an amazing race, and then especially with Trisk really showing off there at level 5.
I think they got Crusher, they got the advanced thing in 14.
What a tournament. Wow. I mean, I missed the first few rounds. I wasn't here, but definitely the later rounds that I saw and were present for were amazing. I got to say, it was a very exciting tournament this year, you know, and it was probably more exciting than some of the last ones we've had. It was just that damn good.
Incredibly high level.
Yeah. Not to downgrade the last ones we had or anything. It's just this one was so exciting and good. It's hard not to put this up here as one of our best Castlevania knockout tournaments of all time here. So
Most definitely.
GG, of course, to all the runners who sign up for our events. We love
GG.
having you guys on. We appreciate it very much. We hope we made everything easy for you guys to be a part of it. You know, if you ever have any concerns about that, feel free to reach out to us. We love to make it easy for you guys so that you want to join up and do more events, because we do appreciate you. GG Shima.
GG, AK, and the Castlevania community, which is always great.
So Shima doesn't know anything about the game, but we were a little short on commentators here, and I was out for a bit, so Shima jumped in and did a great job. So again, thank you, Shima.
Thank you, and thank you for commentating with me.
Thank you, it was fun. I think we did well together, better than some other things that have happened recently.
Yeah, I think we can. With this, we can pretty much.
Yeah, we're going to
sign off here.
Yeah, and once again, thank you everybody for participating. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, chat, for watching. We got CB2 Town Randomizer coming up next with Frantic, so stick around for that. See you guys next year.
Goodbye.